Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin tonight with a homicide investigation out of New Haven. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Stephen Reels. Now, the shooting happened around 7:15 tonight, and police just spoke moments ago to reporters. We now join Fox 61's Raven Blue live in New Haven. Raven, we just heard the police chief wrap up a little bit a while ago. What have they told you so far?
Yeah, so I am here on the corner of Lombard and Maltby, where a 44-year-old man was shot earlier today. Police say around 7:15 this evening. They got a call of a person being shot. Now, I'm going to step out of the way so you can look behind me at the bicycle over here. When I arrived, police officers were looking on the ground for evidence. The law enforcement saying the victim was, as I said, 44-year-old man. Chief Lombardi says that they do have video evidence of the crime and that they are working to find out what happened. The chief says that it looked like two men walked up to the victim and shot him one time. They were wearing masks. So and then they fled on foot. The victim was on the bicycle, I believe, that you see on the ground. There is very little information that we have right now, but we are still following it, and we will have any updates as soon as we get them available. For now, live in New Haven, Raven Blue, Fox 61.
Thank you, Raven. Now, you'll find more of our coverage on our free Fox 61 News app. You can always use the QR code on your screen to download it or go to fox61.com for 24/7 updates. And rescue crews found a missing boat submerged off the coast of New Haven and also found two bodies of the people who had been on board. Law enforcement spent today recovering the boat from the water and investigating what happened. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson is at the harbor where the boat and the victims were last seen before they died.
Devastating news out of New Haven. Two people are dead after a boating accident, and police are still looking for answers.
The why and the how still a mystery, but what we do know is the bodies of a man and a woman were recovered by a dive team after their boat capsized on the harbor's break wall. Longtime New Haven boater Greg Milano told us that even with years of experience, things can quickly get scary.
If you're not familiar with these break walls, two of them go in the same direction. The last one does have a little bit of a 45-degree angle, so yeah, you need to know, what these towers and these lights mean, especially at night.
The pair was last seen Wednesday, heading to Stratford after a late-night dinner in New Haven. The last sign of life was a cell tower ping around 9:40 near the New Haven West break wall.
I saw the U.S. Coast Guard plane circle. That immediately, to me, living here on the water my whole life, I know that means something is going on in the water.
State police and the Coast Guard spending Thursday scanning the coast, hoping to find the missing boaters.
You hope that it's not someone you know.
Police have yet to release the names of the two boaters, but we will be updating you as the investigation continues.
And police are asking anyone that has any information to call the Sector Long Island Command Center. We will have that number at our website at fox61.com. Reporting in New Haven, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.
Thank you, Victoria. And new details tonight about the I-91 North crash. Police have arrested a person after he allegedly injured two state troopers. Authorities charged 18-year-old Joel Kaiser with reckless driving and other traffic violations. In addition, they said he was driving without a license at the time. Kaiser is locked up tonight on a $100,000 bond. And new video shows the moment a driver lost control of their car on I-91, skidding on standing water and crashing into a police vehicle. 5 people were hurt as a result, and including those two state troopers we mentioned just earlier. And tonight, Fox 61's Celine Arif shares the moment caught on camera and what state police are hoping other drivers learn from this accident.
Right now, Connecticut State Police are calling Thursday's accident, quote, absolutely preventable, and they're using the accident to urge folks to please slow down and safely move over lanes when emergency response crews are on the interstate. 2 state troopers were sent to the hospital after one of their vehicles was hit by another car. That happened when they were investigating a different crash on the right shoulder of I-91. Police say they had their emergency lights on, but it still didn't stop this from happening.
They are definitely on the mend, and we're so grateful for all of our community members who have reached out with their well wishes. Our focus in the Connecticut State Police is to keep the safety of our citizens as well as our troopers at the forefront. So we wish both of our troopers a speedy recovery.
That's Captain Kate Coney with the Connecticut State Police. She says what happened Thursday should be a learning lesson.
We cannot do this alone out on Connecticut highways. We hear what citizens are saying. We know people are speeding. We need people to partner with us and slow down, especially when conditions are inclement.
For their investigation, she says this is what they're looking into.
Things that we're looking at when we do a motor vehicle investigation include speed and conditions of the roadway, conditions of the operator as well.
I talked with Tim Leduc, who says he drives I-91 every day to and from work. He says he sees concerning behavior on the interstate every day.
What I'm realizing is when there's construction going on, people are speeding. They're not paying attention to the roads. People are being distracted on their phones. When people see construction on the road, whether it's the highway or side roads, please put your phones down.
Now, Coney says they're thankful for everyone standing beside state police this week.
So Trooper Siri and Trooper Genovese are two of our best and brightest. They've both been on the job between 4 and 5 years. They're assigned to Troop H in Hartford, and so they are definitely well versed on Connecticut highways and roadways out there doing great work.
For now, the investigation is still ongoing. Reporting at the Connecticut State Police Troop in Hartford, Celine Arif, Fox 61.
Thank you, Celine. Waterbury police are investigating a deadly overnight shooting that claimed the life of a 17-year-old girl. Fox 61 Priscilla Meza brings us the latest information and the words from the family of the teen.
A Waterbury family is mourning the loss of a 17-year-old girl after police say she was shot and killed early Friday morning. Now investigators are still working to learn more about what led up to the deadly shooting here on Willow Street.
I just think that, the crime in the city needs to stop, and that, my hearts go out to my family, and I ask for anybody for some prayer and to keep us in mind.
That was Raheem Saunders, the victim's cousin, who is grieving after hearing the news about his loved one. It all happened around 2:45 Friday morning. Police say they got a call about gunshots here on Willow Street. When they got there, they found a teenage girl outside seriously hurt from what they believe was a gunshot wound. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Detectives believe some kind of argument or confrontation broke out among a group of people on the street, and that's what led to the violence. Right now, they're still trying to figure out exactly what happened and who's responsible. While police try to find answers, the victim's family is remembering the life of the teen.
She was so funny, she'll crack a joke on you quick, but then if you're not feeling too good, she always try to cheer you up. She always look at the brighter side of things. She never really was a negative person. She was always positive. She always tried to be positive.
Saunders says the pain of this loss is just beginning.
I just want you guys to just try to be strong. We're going to go through a difficult time, and it's not going to be easy, to let her go. And I really do love my whole entire family, regardless of whatever anybody has going on or whatever. I love you guys, and I pray that you guys stay strong.
Police are now asking for help from the public. If you saw anything or have any information, you can leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers. We'll keep following the story and update you as we learn more. Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
Thank you, Priscilla. And new tonight, it's a long road to recovery for one Litchfield pit bull who was attacked by a bear. The dog's owners say they were walking on a hiking trail near Talcott Mountain 2 weeks ago when a mama bear and her cubs attacked them and severely injured her dog. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson spoke with the woman who describes this scary encounter.
Kaylee and her dog Phoenix are regulars on this hiking trail, best friends through and through, but on June 30th, a bear almost tore the two apart.
That scene, I was like, this can't be our last memory together.
In the 18 years Kaylee Roy has lived in Connecticut, she'd never seen a bear in person. That is until almost 2 weeks ago when her dog ran into two bear cubs and their mom.
She ran down a little bit, and just the way that she was staring, I was like, what is she staring at like that? Because normally a deer she would just go after. And I look up and there's a mother bear and then 2 cubs.
Kaylee says at first the cubs were friendly with her dog, but the mama bear had other plans.
They started getting into a fight and they started tussling. Like they were both like standing up on their legs, and it was so scary. But obviously the bear got the upper hand. The bear started dragging my dog into the woods by her neck, and my dog was like complete shock, so she wasn't moving.
Fearing that she was about to lose her best friend, Kaylee got resourceful to fend off the bear.
The real star of the show here is my Nalgene water bottle. I started hitting the bear on the face and the nose with the water bottle. She backed off, and I looked down and my dog was standing up. I could not believe it.
Kaylee saved Phoenix's life, but there was more that needed to be done. She took her to the VCA veterinary specialist of Connecticut, who helped heal her to where she is today.
And she has sutures and is so badly bruised and can't really walk up and down stairs or anything like that, but they saved her. They did such a good job.
Kaylee started up a GoFundMe to help with Phoenix's recovery, and she had more than 100 donations within a week.
I'm just so grateful. Like, I'm so incredibly grateful to feel held by a bunch of strangers that I'll literally never meet. Is I can't. I'll just cry. Like, it's just amazing. Like,
Now, Kaylee says if there are any leftover funds from Phoenix's recovery donations, she wants to use those funds to donate back to help sick or injured dogs. If you want to contribute to Phoenix's recovery, we'll have information on how you can donate to her GoFundMe on our website, fox61.com. In Simsbury, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.